So first, let's get started with what does a person need within a company to become an internal auditor?
So that's a really good question because it's really going to depend on the organization's competency level, right? And what the organization claims is competent for that internal auditor for experience and education.
Are you saying that ISO doesn't specify, like any ISO, 9001, 14045, do they not say exactly what you need to do to become an internal auditor?
No, not prescriptively, right? So, and that brings some debate. Now, there are some standards, as you know, that we generally follow for internal auditors, but it's not written in ISO 901.
That's right. Every company is allowed to decide what their auditors need to have as far as training or experience in order to qualify, right? So could they just say, well, we're just going to have them go to a 2-hour training?
Well, and that's the question that we get asked all the time. What makes them competent to be ISO 9001 internal auditors? Or will this class qualify me to be an internal auditor for ISO 9001? And that's not an easy question for us to answer because we don't know what their management system prescribes for that.
What their own procedures, right? So they could literally say, oh, yeah, with the 2-hour training, you are an internal auditor. And that's just perfectly fine if that's what they want. What will the quality of the audit be if you have somebody go through a 2-hour training and that's all they have?
Right. And I do caution people that obviously you will raise an auditor's eyebrow if you say you have to have a high school diploma to be qualified to be a quality auditor for ISO 9001, right? Because most high school graduates don't know ISO 9001 and what those criteria are, nonetheless how to audit it, right? So obviously you would want to set some sort of framework or criteria to follow for your internal audits as an organization.
Right, so you want to make sure they are competent. The standard says they need to be competent. You establish that competency, but you make of that competencies up to each company. And so do you want good quality audits where they can find things that are valuable and that can really improve the company's management system or not?